The DJI Osmo Pocket 4 Pro just leaked through creator footage, and the clips floating around online look very different from anything DJI's Pocket line has produced before. This isn't a small refresh, it's a complete shift in how a pocket camera actually shoots. New lens system, new look, new problems for the competition, but there's also a quiet issue buried in the leak that almost nobody is talking about. And if you live in the US, it might affect whether you can even buy this thing legally. I'll get to that part. First, let's break down what's actually in these clips, because the most important upgrade isn't the one DJI is showing off the loudest. For years, DJI's pocket cameras were brilliant little vlogging tools, but they had clear limits. One sensor, one focal length, a flat look you couldn't really escape. The Osmo Pocket 3 reportedly got around it with a 2x lossless crop, which worked, but it was still the same wide lens doing all the heavy lifting. The Osmo Pocket 4 Pro changes that at the hardware level. Based on leaked specs and creator clips, DJI built a true dual camera system into a body smaller than a granola bar. And the way the footage looks suggests they're not chasing vloggers anymore. They're chasing something a lot bigger. Stay with me, because the next part is where the footage starts looking almost suspicious in how good it is. The headline upgrade is the second lens. The Osmo Pocket 4 Pro reportedly pairs a 1-inch main sensor with a dedicated 3x optical telephoto lens. That's the part that matters. Up until now, every zoom on a pocket camera was really just the wide lens being cropped digitally. Same image, smaller frame, lower quality. The new lens is real optical zoom, a separate piece of glass with its own sensor. Based on early reports, that opens up a zoom range that stretches from optical to lossless to digital, with the headline being true 3x optical instead of digital tricks. And honestly, clips already show why this matters way more than the marketing spec sheet suggests. Watch what happens to the image itself in the next part. Here's the thing, pocket cameras have always struggled with depth. Wide lenses keep everything in focus, which sounds good on paper, but kills the cinematic feel. Subjects blend into backgrounds. The scenes look flat. No amount of stabilization fixes that because it's a physics problem, not a software one. The telephoto lens in the Osmo Pocket 4 Pro actually solves it. In the leaked footage, you can see real background blur. Trees compress behind the subject, buildings soften naturally. The person stays sharp and separated. It finally looks like footage shot on something with a real portrait lens, except this thing fits in your pocket. That alone is a bigger visual upgrade than any megapixel bump. But there's a second problem this lens quietly fixes, and most people aren't even mentioning it yet. If you've ever filmed yourself with a small, wide-angle camera, you already know this look. You bring it closer to fill the frame, and suddenly your nose looks bigger, your forehead stretches, your cheeks pull out slightly. It's subtle, but once you notice it, every clip you film starts looking off. The 3x telephoto lens fixes that without you having to think about it. Now you can stand farther back, still fill the frame, and your face keeps its natural proportions. That's a huge deal for solo creators, talking head vloggers, and anyone who films themselves daily. It's probably the single biggest reason the early footage looks more polished than older pocket cameras, even before you talk about resolution or color. And speaking of where this hardware came from, that part gets really interesting. Here's a rumor making the rounds, and I want to be careful with it because nothing is officially confirmed yet. Some early analysis suggests the imaging hardware inside the Osmo Pocket 4 Pro's secondary camera looks similar in design to telephoto modules DJI has used in its drone lineup. The exact source is debated. Some leakers compared it to the Air 3S gimbal, others mention the Mavic line. Either way, the takeaway is the same. this doesn't look like a cheap second lens thrown in for marketing. It looks like serious imaging hardware shrunk down and built into a handheld body. And you can see it in the footage. The telephoto clips don't feel like a gimmick mode. They look refined, stable, and detailed. But the real question is whether the main camera still holds up. Let's check. This is where a lot of dual camera devices fall apart. You get one great lens and one mediocre afterthought, and the experience feels inconsistent. The Osmo Pocket 4 Pro doesn't seem to have that problem based on the leaked clips. The 1-inch main sensor still delivers that signature DJI look people loved on the Osmo Pocket 3. Controlled highlights, clean shadows, balanced colors that don't feel overcooked. Then the telephoto kicks in for tighter, more cinematic shots, and the color match between the two lenses reportedly looks consistent. That last part is bigger than it sounds. Color mismatch between dual lenses is a nightmare in editing. If DJI actually nailed the color science across both cameras. This isn't just a 2-lens camera, it's a real 2-camera system. Now let's talk specs, because there's a lot of noise in the rumor mill, and not all of it is reliable. Based on creator footage and early leaks, the Osmo Pocket 4 Pro is reportedly expected to support 6K video, 4K slow motion, active track 7.0, and 10-bit color recording. There's also chatter around a D-Log-M color profile, though specifics keep shifting depending on which leak you read, so I wouldn't lock that in until DJI says it directly. Storage is rumored to land around 128 gigabytes internally, slightly more than the standard Pocket 4. The body itself looks a touch bigger than the Pocket 3, which makes sense given the extra lens, larger battery, and added components inside. Early hands-on impressions reportedly say the grip feels more natural in the hand. Small detail, but it's the kind of thing creators notice fast during long shoots. Now, here's where the story gets a lot more interesting and a lot messier. The timing of this leak feels intentional. Right when the Insta360 Luna Ultra started getting serious buzz online, DJI quietly let creator footage of the Osmo Pocket 4 Pro flood the internet. And the similarities between these two cameras are honestly hard to ignore. Both lean on dual camera systems. Both offer telephoto zoom. Both target creators who want cinematic video in a body small enough to forget about. Both push wireless audio and detachable display ideas. This isn't a coincidence, it's a direct response. The DJI saw the attention Insta360 was building and answered before the Luna Ultra even officially launches worldwide. And in terms of marketing, it worked. The Osmo Pocket 4 Pro is the hottest camera topic online right now. But there's one problem hanging over the entire launch that nobody at DJI seems eager to address. Here's the part most US buyers should pay close attention to. The standard DJI Osmo Pocket 4 reportedly cleared FCC certification before DJI was added to the FCC's covered list. The Osmo Pocket 4 Pro, based on current reports, doesn't appear in FCC records at all. That's a major issue. If those reports hold up, the Pocket 4 Pro may not launch through normal US retail channels. People could still grab it through gray market sellers, sure, but that usually means no real warranty, no proper support, and a lot of uncertainty long term. And that's exactly the opening Insta360 needs. Because even if the Luna Ultra's footage ends up looking slightly less polished, being the camera you can actually buy without jumping through hoops is a real advantage. For a lot of buyers, availability matters more than spec sheets. Now, here's my honest read on all of it. Based purely on the footage that's leaked so far, the Osmo Pocket 4 Pro looks more impressive to me than the Luna Ultra at this moment. But that's not a final verdict, and I want to be upfront about that. The Luna Ultra hasn't fully launched. Real-world testing hasn't happened on either camera. Most of what we've seen is carefully selected creator footage, designed to make these things look as good as possible. That said, the Osmo Pocket 4 Pro clips look genuinely cinematic. The telephoto compression has real depth. The subject separation looks professional. And DJI's color science feels mature in a way that only comes from generations of refinement. The Luna Ultra still has serious potential too. The modular design looks flexible, and if its zoom system delivers, this becomes a real fight. Before anyone hits buy though, 3 things still need to happen. We need DJI's official announcement. We need uncontrolled real-world reviews. And we need final Insta360 Luna Ultra global launch details. Creator footage is one thing. Real-world performance is something else entirely. One thing is already clear from the leak. DJI isn't treating pocket cameras like casual vlogging tools anymore. They're pushing them into cinematic territory. And the Osmo Pocket 4 Pro might be the moment that shift becomes official. If this breakdown helped you make sense of the leak, drop a like, hit subscribe, and tell me in the comments which camera you're actually planning to buy when both finally launch. The Osmo Pocket 4 Pro or the Insta360 Luna Ultra. I'm watching this race closely. And there's one more leak floating around that I didn't cover today. Something about the next accessory DJI might launch alongside this camera that could quietly change how people use it. I'll break that one down next. See you there.